Hi everyone, this is Bev, Clarkovision, with a video that I didn't expect to be doing another one just quite as quickly as last night, because yeah, I only did one about 24 hours ago. But I got a package in the mail today and I decided I wanted to do a video to open this. I knew something was going to be coming because he had very kindly said to me that when a certain album was announced that it was going to be released later this year, he wanted to get the copy for me. I says, that's fine, no problem, very kind. So I knew that that would be somewhere in the works, and he did say once it had finally been released, because the vinyl had been delayed, he would get it sent off to me. And I think, as per usual, there's more than just one he sent me, obviously, from the amazing Jim Davies from Texas. This arrived today, and just at the time my mum and dad were coming back from a trip out this morning, at that very moment they drove up the street, the delivery guy was at the door, so it was perfectly timed. So honestly, Jim, I just wanted to make this video to say thanks to you again. Really do appreciate what you do for all of us who are fortunate to receive gifts from you. It's tremendous, as you know. Heartfelt thanks. And I think you said to me once, it makes you happy to see people happy as well. So that's, to me, that's what life should be, you know. And I personally appreciate that, I really do. People making other people happy just because they can, I guess. But at the risk of going off on a tangent again, and let's just remain composed here. Get this, you know, thinged it, unsealed it and everything, but I haven't opened it, so we'll just do it now together. So here goes. And there's a spoilers letter here, so what I will do is put that to there, because I don't want to risk ruining my surprise. So you might see this Iron Maiden thing in the background here. It's one of these flag poster things that I picked up a while ago, which is, I think it's cool because I love Can I Play With Madness. It means so much to me. And I just thought I'm going to try hanging this over the door just to see what it looks like, because, you know, I tend to just keep these things in a drawer. Whereas if I was about 30 years younger, it might be up on the wall or something. But anyway, so I thought that looks pretty cool anyway. Right, so we've got blah blah blah, and I really want to be careful how I open this here. Right, so there's a CD or two maybe on the top, and the first one is, oh yes, now this is very cool. I have this on my Discogs want list, and I've had it for a while, and I've just never got around to finding a copy here. I mean, I did have a look around at times, but I could never see this here anywhere. And obviously it would mean if I bought it off Discogs, it would be from overseas, so I've just kind of never got around to trying to find a copy. And Jim's done that for me. What a start. This is Renee, or I think it's Renee Shades. Now, if you don't know, this guy is a current member of the band Pretty Maids, the Danish melodic hard rock band, along with Ronnie Atkins. He wasn't he's a newer member to Pretty Maids. He wasn't there back in the beginning, but he is one of the guys. And so this is a solo album he's done. I don't know too much about it. And it's mixed and mastered by Jacob Hansen. I'm noticing quite a few things that I have are mastered and mixed by this guy. So I was really interested to check out this guy's solo album to see just exactly what it's like. Teenage Heart Attacks and Rock and Roll Heaven. So it sounds like it could be a good, fun, enjoyable listen. So excellent. Renee Shades from Pretty Maids. And I hope I've got that right. I'm sure, yeah. Dum, da, 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 da. Where are we? Pretty Maids. Let me see. Here's the latest. This will confirm it. This is Undress Your Madness. Let me just double check. Yeah, there is. Aye, that's some there. So I think that's some here on the Pretty Maids. Renee Shades, he's the bass player in Pretty Maids. On this album anyway, so there you go. So I'm very interested to get that one spun. So I'll just put that out of the way. Fantastic. I have another CD here. And it is... I don't think I'm familiar with this one. Have I got this on my list? I don't know. I don't think so. This is, I think, Veonity. V-E-O-N-I-T-Y. No idea. It's on Scarlet Records. I know the label. I've got a couple of things off of that label. Interesting indeed. I think this might be is this a EP? But anyway, it certainly looks kind of power metal-ish, I have to say. So definitely be curious. I was going to say it looks like an EP, but I only saw the 5 or 6 at the top, but there's more underneath. But yeah, it sounds very interesting. It looks pretty cool, I have to say, and excellent. So yeah, there is tracks there and down here. So what year was this? Does it say 2022? So it's either brand new or it's a reissue of something. But yeah, I'm sure the name rings a bell, but I can't remember. But yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. I'm happy to have it. So don't look, don't look. Oh, now this chap, Janny Lipman, I knew he had a solo album out because I think I had read somewhere or saw something somewhere. Now Janny Lipman, he is that how you say his name? Limatanian. I do apologise, but this chap here, he did he not recently quit Nightwish? One of these bands, saying he wanted to take a break from things. I think. Anyway, he's done this solo album and it's called My Father's Son. And I think this is fairly new. Yeah, this is 2022. I must have seen something on YouTube come up for it, but I don't think I've actually checked any of the stuff out. So this should be really interesting. Produced by him. It's on Frontiers, and he has vocals by a load of different people. You've got, for example, Annette Olsen. She does a song. Timo Kotepelto, I think he's the Stratovarius guy, I yeah, there's a few names on here that I kind of think I'm familiar with, but couldn't remember what bands they're from. But yeah, so this should be pretty interesting stuff. I don't know how well you can actually read that because of the glare. So that's Yanni Limatinen. Yes, I'll need to try and remember how you say these folks' names, but that's excellent, fantastic stuff. I will definitely be interested in this. Curious, interesting cover art. Love the cover art. Right, so there's I think one more CD here, and it is. Oh yes! Now I did know these guys were this guy Michael Palace. This is Palace. I knew there was a new release that had come out for this band. Very kind of melodic hard rock, very kind of hint of the AOR in there as well, but just not too AOR-ish. Yeah, but a really good, I guess I've got a bit of the 80s influence about it as well, you know. I think this is what a lot of these bands are trying to capture, that essence of the 80s. Certainly you can't not be influenced by it to produce this kind of music. So this is the latest from Palace, and it's One for the Road. Really good band. This Michael Palace is the main man in the project. Another one on Frontiers, and yeah, of the past two Palace ones I've had, really enjoyed the music, so I am fairly certain this will be more of the same good stuff and will be a nice enjoyable listen. That's fantastic. And again, this is 2022. It's another new release. Excellent. Superb. Okay, so I can look now because there's a bit of stuff now covering the stuff, so I'm going to have to watch how I lift all this out here, so there's more shrink stuff. I've just got to watch because the corners are tucked in with the bubble wrap as well. Right, so here's something, and yes, finally got my copy. This is the one he said he wanted to, just a slight bend there. This is the one he said he wanted to get me, and I am so happy to finally have it because I've been desperate to listen to this, and I didn't want to go onto YouTube and listen to it to have it be ruined kind of thing. So this is the new release from Nordic Union. It just came out, was it last month? It's either last month or early this month. It's fairly recent. It has been out, I'm sure it's been out about a month. The vinyl was delayed. The CD's been out for a couple of months anyway. But of course I wanted to get the vinyl. I'm going to actually open this. I believe it's on green vinyl. So this is Nordic Union. Animalistic is the album, and it's a great duo. It's Ronnie Atkins of Pretty Maids on vocals and Eric Martinson from Eclipse. So you've got Denmark and Sweden, hence the Nordic Union kind of name. And so yeah, woo! This is just, this is another pre-order, if you like. I guess you could say it was kind of like a pre-order, but Jim had kindly pre-ordered it for me. Honestly, Jim, superb. Let's shrink wrap out the way. Let's have a look. I'll just pop that there. So it's a nice shiny cover, and I think it's a gatefold. It is indeed. Let's just, there we go, guys. So there you have it. Lyrics, etc. Picture of the guys, and let's just check the record itself. I'll put that here. it is green vinyl. It's not see-through this time, it's a solid green colour. There you go. I don't know what it sort of looks like, but it's like a darkish green. It's not the darkest I've ever had, and it's not the lightest either, but there you go. So that's side B and that's side A. So excellent stuff. Very excited to put this on. This will be going on very soon. So thank you very much, Jim, for that one. Wait a minute here. There we go. Superb. So I'll set that there. Right, now you sent me something else. Of course, I don't know what else is sent, but oh, now then. Yes, I'm sure this is going to be good. Now, this is Skeleton. Now, if I'm correct, Nathan over at Metal Down Under mentioned these guys, and he said, I think they're an Italian band. They're also on Scarlet Records, which was an Italian label. I'm sure he said they're Italian. And he had picked up an album of theirs recently which was themed on the Goonies. So this one here is obviously themed on Back to the Future. Toon Valley, 2012, 15, 20, 2021. And it's called the 1.21 Gigawatts Club. I love it already. And it says down here, where they're going, they don't need roads. So how about that, people? And incidentally, it looks like there's a cover of Johnny B. Good on here. I wonder if it's better than Judas Priest's version. Oh yes, this is going to be a great listen. Out of Time, The Pinheads, 2204. Yeah, this is good. We Don't Need Roads, The Great Scott Man. Oh, this is going to be hilarious. Eastwood Ravine, as opposed to Clayton Ravine. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be a laugh. Oh, that's terrific. Thanks very much, Jim. That's going to be an absolute joy, I can tell. And if I like that, I'm maybe just hunt down the Goonies one as well. So what have we got here? Oh wow, we went and got one, and I was almost going to pick one up too because I saw one at a really good price, and for some reason I didn't, and I'm really glad I didn't now, because Mr. Davies is very kindly. He's a bit like myself. He must find it hard to resist the urge for buying certain Def Leppard stuff, in my case, obviously. But yeah, so this is the picture disc of High and Dry, which I think was it a record store day thing? It's just this year anyway. So, how many issues of High and Dry have I got there? It must be about 9 or 10 maybe. Oh nice, very cool, very cool. I'll not open it just now because I don't want to make this no bad. Hang on a minute. No, I'll leave it just now because it'll take me ages. But yeah, superb. I'm really happy to have that. Thank you. Really happy to have that. And I think, is this the last one? What on earth? Oh man, he didn't. Oh yes. I'd popped this, I must have saw this on my list because I had just popped this on fairly recently because I only just realised this was a Record Store Day release as well. And yet I checked the list for Record Store Day back ages ago, and I don't remember seeing it at the time. But this is going to be really cool. This is the Heaven on Earth Tour, Record Store Day 2022, recorded at London's Indigo 2. What the heck's London's Indigo 2? That's a new one to me. Featuring all the songs from the Heaven on Earth album, plus many other hits. Yeah. So I think she's due to come next month to Edinburgh, actually. And I think my brother wondered if I wanted to go, because Belinda Carlisle was the very first music concert I ever saw back in '88 on the Heaven on Earth tour at the time. Yeah, I was 11, went with my dad, my cousin and a school friend, and it was, from what I can recall, a really excellent experience. Oh, this is a double record. It's got pretty much everything. They don't play the song right through. They actually mix up. Should I Let You In is fantastic. I love that song. Nobody Owns Me was a good one as well. This is going to be great. And this is on Demon Records. Yeah, I know these guys because they've reissued a lot of the Saxon stuff as well. Fabulous. Jim, you're an absolute... what a friend. Honestly, Jim, I wish I could meet you to shake your hand and give you a hug. Honestly, I really do. Please come over and visit if you can sometime. You'd be most welcome. Most welcome. And wow, I think that's it. Yeah, definitely. Oh yes. Honestly, Jim, again, I don't know what to say. You've wowed me again, and I'm so happy with these. So delighted. Right, let's see what he says. I picked up some music I think you will enjoy, and I think you're right. Right. The latest from Michael Palace. He says it's a pretty good listen, and typical Mike, so it's more of the same good stuff. Cool. An album by Finnish songwriter and guitarist Jani Limatinen. Oh, it was Sonata Arctica. I knew it was one of these bands. It was either one or the other. So, yes, cool. Vionity, Swedish power metal band. This is their newest album entitled Elements of Power. Well, if they're from Sweden, they must be good. And the CD, the last one's from your want list, yeah, Renee Shades. Yes, that's cool. So here it is. After a long wait, the Nordic Union is finally in your hands. I'm sure you're going to love it. I've heard some good comments from people that have had it so far, so very excited. Then Skeleton, Italian power metal album that pays tribute to the film Back to the Future. Yes, essentially, but yeah, that should be a good one, definitely. The last two albums are from the want list. High and Dry, yes, and Belinda Carlisle. I mean, High and Dry, I thought, when I heard it was coming out, I thought, do I really need another copy? And I thought, no, I'm not going to bother, and because I've got umpteen versions of High and Dry already. And then I just thought, it would be nice to have, so I'll stick it on my wants list so I can keep an eye out for it. And here we are again, you know. And then Belinda Carlisle, yes. And Jim says it's February next year. I'm thinking October because I think she was due October earlier, and I think the pandemic was happening and all that, so that's probably what it was. But yes, she's due next February, so watch the space. I don't know if I'll get there. I struggle with anxiety a lot now with crowds and places, so I don't know. I would like to maybe attempt. So, I mean, Saxon are coming. I think they're coming in October. I would love to go and see Saxon, but that's out of the question because one, it's in another city, and I'm fed up. I'm too old for that nonsense. And two, it's at the well, was it the O2 or am I thinking of the last? Or is it the Barrowlands, which is standing only, I think. I think the Barrowlands is not really a seated place, and I don't think I would cope too well, to be honest. So, but hey ho, such is life. But anyway, you never know. So, I hope you like everything. Jim, I don't know what to say except thank you. Really, thank you so much because I'm delighted, and I am going to enjoy all of this. As you know, I will take my time getting through it all. I still have a little bit of a queue of stuff, but it'll come. So I wish you well coming into autumn or fall. Take care, and we'll keep in touch, and I'll see you all. Thanks everybody for watching and just supporting the channel, commenting and liking the channel is appreciated. I'm glad people like watching me rambling on about music and stuff, so yeah, it's all good. So take care guys, and we'll see you all in another video. Bye just now.